These YouTube streets is on fire right now. Brooklyn / Harlem legend, Mandu Warrior, goes off because Jim Jones had a sit down with Fat Joe a few days ago. Hocus for a Fifth started the Drop Your Flag challenge, and he talked about how, you know, we in a war right now. So he didn't have to drop his flag to send that message. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that set off Mandu, well-respected OG Mandu Warrior. It got him pissed the fuck off, man.
Park rat. He talking shit, talking about the homie folks didn't have to drop his flag to deliver the message because, and his reason for not dropping the flag because Damu at war. What war this motherfucker been in? What yard he been in? Huh? This motherfucker say he never even been to jail before. You know, the war where? What war you been in, homie? Because I ain't seen you on no battlefields, motherfucker. And Damu, you look real cute, sucker ass nigga. I challenge your ass. I'm gonna give you a challenge. How about I'll bust your ass and then you drop your flag? Huh? How about I'll come to your block? I'm from Brooklyn. All right? I'll fight you right on Lenox Avenue. All right? Beat the shit out you, fuck your little ass around, and show you some war shit. All right? And be careful how you respond, motherfucker. Be very, very mindful of how you respond. Because I'm coming to the block. I'll fight you on your block for free. We ain't got to do this for no money. We ain't got to do this for shit. And when I bust your ass and you lose your shit, you drop your motherfucking flag. You talking about you want to been in war? I want to see how much war you been in when you going against the warrior then. Bird ass nigga. You ain't on nobody line up. You ain't no big homie motherfucker. You ain't got no bitches. You ain't even got a star or a rim. You ain't got shit. You just there. You the fucking bag boy. All these niggas kept you around that long because you was paying out the ass, motherfucker, but you about to go broke. You ain't got no little homies around you. Every time I see you on motherfucking television, peeking and sneaking around, you ain't around no motherfucking body. Where the little bloods at? What wars you stopping? And you talking that war shit. Where was you at when the Billies was getting it on, huh? You wasn't nowhere around. You wasn't for no war in the yard, and you definitely wasn't for no war on the street. Stop fucking fronting like you bust your fucking guns like that. You don't let your nuts hang, bitch boy. You's a bird. Remember, you the capo of the bird gang, nigga. You's a pigeon. Fly, you son of a bitch.
Mandu was probably in his 50s or something like that. But what I feel like a lot of you old niggas get it misconstrued. You come home fucked up. You come home with no bag, and you think that you could beef with a nigga. You think you could turn other homies against a nigga that got the bag? Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. Don't come out here thinking that, you feel me, you gonna change something, bro. Because at the end of the day, Jim Jones, he got that bag to get you knocked off. And that's not what I want to see happen. You understand what I'm saying? I love to see all my brothers come together and spread a positive message to try to get the youth up out the streets and keep them out of the penitentiary. I'm all for it. I'm not defending Jim Jones. Let's not make no mistake about it. But it seems like ever since Hocus for a Fifth started that Drop Your Flag challenge shit, the brothers is online beefing and shit with each other. A lot of people was saluting him, congratulating him for dropping his flag. Yeah, I congratulate him too. But why did you have to wait until you caught a federal indictment, Hocus for a Fifth? There's a lot of people out here that would like to know. Your gang was out here causing massive destructions out here on the streets, sex, money, murder. Your gang was sending the youth to the hellfire, and you always been in position to end all of that, but you never did. You was in a club, popping bottles with your trendies, no care in the world. You started hanging with them niggas in Georgia, and then you got your ass wrapped up in an indictment, and now you got all the homies, all the brothers online going at it and beefing with each other. Mandu Warrior, you gonna find yourself in a situation just like Wildcat, just like Tankhead. Some of you guys that just now in tune with the dirty section, y'all just now coming on YouTube. Y'all wasn't around 4 years ago seeing homies on the internet come and go. Know what I'm saying? The only ones that's been able to stay the fuck home, Corey King and Mel Cross. Shout out to them brothers. But there was a lot of homies that made their way on the internet trying to get some YouTube fame. Now, we know what you did inside New York State Penitentiary. A lot of people saying, man, this Mandu Warrior dude, he was a zero tolerance type of OG. Like, he was beating the brakes off of niggas. You understand what I'm talking about? but you not in jail no more, bro. You in the streets where Jim Jones, the bag is always gonna outweigh any type of gangster credibility you got, because a lot of niggas out here is starving. They struggling to put food on the table to feed their families. So it ain't nothing for Jim Jones to go to some hitters and throw 100 racks at them like, yo, bro, yo, exterminate this nigga and whoever else is around him. You understand what I'm talking about? You old enough to know this shit, man, dude. I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised, Brownsville, never ran, never will. We in a different generation. I am really curious to hear Corey King's opinion on this situation, man. I know Corey King has been MIA. You know, life is life. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna dedicate their whole life to this YouTube shit, especially when y'all people that view us, y'all don't support, y'all don't hit the like button, y'all don't hit the cash apps. So niggas got jobs and families and real lives outside of YouTube. You understand what I'm talking about? Niggas ain't gonna be sitting here all day being y'all free entertainment and y'all motherfuckers is not supporting. Man, dude, how else did you expect Jim Jones to respond to you? You humiliated Jim Jones on the internet. So Jim Jones, of course, he was gonna invite you to the Frank stand. Now, a lot of niggas is saying, yo, Jim Jones inviting that nigga to the Frank stand, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It might get ugly for Jim Jones. It ain't nothing gonna happen to that nigga Jim Jones, bro. You see what I'm saying? I just hope that Mel Murder, being that Mel Murder just came home, I hope Mel Murder don't get himself caught up in Jim Jones drama, because that's the issue that people have with Jim Jones. He'll start problems, create problems for himself. Not saying that he started this situation, because he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Mandu started with him. And I just gotta be fair. But I just hope that Mel Murder, he just came home fresh out the feds. Y'all seen how Jim Jones had his mans coming home looking dusty with his penitentiary attire on. He took off the big 9-tray-5 chain that he had on his neck and put it around Mel Murder's neck like a little nigga. Made him take a picture with the chain and then took it back off his neck once the camera shut off. Jim Jones is known to have people jump out the window for him, and then all these niggas catch federal penitentiary or state bids, and he nowhere to be found. Now, granted, we don't know what Jim Jones was doing for Mel Murder behind closed doors. I'm pretty much sure Christmas time, Thanksgiving, he was giving money to Mel Murder's kids and his baby moms, and he probably was looking out for them. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the way you had Mel Murder, your big homie, come home after 6 or 7 years, it had the internet in an uproar, and it was disgusting. You understand what I'm talking about? Because you could have made it look good. You see how some of y'all might not be familiar with the Bronx drill and shit like that, right? But I just did a video on D-Thing G's getting locked up not too long ago. He's home now, I heard. When I get a chance, I'll get around to that story. But y'all see how when D-Thing G's came home fresh off that RPT indictment, you see how when he came out the jail, how niggas greeted him with stacks of money, dripped out. You know what I'm saying? You could have made Mel Murder change his clothes. So I'm saying, in the feds, you could have anything you want. I got family members that's in the feds, nigga. He didn't have to come home in his attire like that. He could have changed his clothes before he touched down and threw the gray shirt and the gray sweats in the fucking garbage can. But Jim Jones didn't do that. He welcomed his big homie home on his hands and knees. He put him back up on the shelf now. You see what I'm saying? Instead of having Mel Murder run around, do some interviews, tell his life story, what life was like for him on the streets of Bed-Stuy, around the Jefferson area and Nostrand. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be telling his story on how he got his rank up in New York State Penitentiary. I think Mel Murder will make a lot more money telling his own story and creating his own platform than to be up under fucking Jim Jones' wing, where Jim Jones is just spoon feeding him. I hope, this situation between Jim Jones and Mandu, I really hope they could squash it. Jim Jones called Mandu a dick sucker, and he said, I know your throat hurt from all the dick sucking because I don't know you. Granted, Jim Jones is a fucking celebrity, bro. So Jim Jones is not clout chasing Mandu. It's the other way around. And I understand the message that Mandu is trying to send to Jim Jones. But Jim Jones is worth millions, nigga. You think he give a fuck about a nigga that's from the projects and his opinion and what he gotta say? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's nasty work out here, man. Y'all brothers gotta get it together. Hopefully Jim Jones can invite Mandu up on his podcast and they could sort this shit out like man. I want y'all niggas to get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share. Subscribe. I'm out.